attracted me here in the first place was destiny, because I didn't really want to come here, and I ended up here because I was in Pakistan and I was traveling. But then I found an incredible tradition of yoga and meditation and spirituality here, and ever since I've been hooked. Long time ago, 50, 60, 70 years ago, even longer ago than that, this was a forest. It was a jungle where only swamis and yogis and rishis were living. Now what you see is a very watered down version of Rishikesh, because it's very touristy. It's got like many shops and ashrams and restaurants and apartments. It's very, very full of other things now. But many years ago it was different, and it's the city still lives of these vibrations that were really a blast from the past. I mean, they are still there underneath, but you have to listen very carefully because there's so much noise in Rishikesh now. An ashram is really a place where you come for spiritual practice. It's a community of spiritual seekers. There's often or always a guru in residence, a spiritual leader, a spiritual teacher, and then there are the spiritual seekers, and together we practice meditation and yoga and karma yoga and different practices that aid our spiritual development. Ideally, also you abstain from mobile phone use, internet, TV, because you want to cultivate a sattvic state of mind, which is a very pure, calm state of mind. So all the external distractions, including sex and all these things, are left at the door. We get up at about 4:30 and then we go to morning prayers around 5:15. Then there is a Hatha yoga class, so we warm up our bodies, prepare it for meditation. Then we do breathing exercises called pranayama. And then there is 1 hour meditation from 7:30 till 8:30. Then there's breakfast, and then there is a range of different activities. Sometimes there is a lecture like we had today about tantric scriptures. Then there are other breathing techniques after lunch. So it's a whole kind of setup of different techniques. But I feel very elevated and at the same time very calm. I feel very nourished by this energy here, because when you're outside in the real world, you know, especially in the West where the energy is very different, it is not so easy to stay centered inside, keeping your focus on the inside. But when I'm here in an environment that actually cultivates all of that, you know, the vibrations are quite high, so I can feel that when I'm meditating, so the mind becomes very clear and calm and pristine. And there's a lot of self-recognition, so to speak. You know, a lot of your patterns and difficulties are coming sometimes to the surface, and so you look at that as well.
When you got to Rishikesh, you went to the ashram.
We wrote quite a few between us. Yeah, we had some good inspiration.
Uh-huh.
And you know, in the times when we weren't meditating, we had our guitars with us.
Right.
So we would do quite a little bit of writing. It was inspirational.
Yeah.
It wasn't all about meditation. It was just you were focused. But yeah, there were some very blissful moments. I remember one in particular when I'd been meditating for a little while and I'd got to a really good place. And I remember the feeling was that I was a feather I felt like I actually was a feather floating over a hot air pipe. And it was a very nice feeling. And I remember that vividly. And I reported that to Maharishi and he giggled, yes, this is good.